Hello, everybody in Eggy Land. Welcome to the EGGPod on Monday night. You can see we have a very special guest with us this evening. So thanks everybody for joining us. I want to say a big shout out to AliasV. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and join us back here in Safa Land. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
And
Glad to be here.
of course, with us we have the Adamant and the Ancient. Welcome, everybody. We are going to open up to chat a little later. If you guys have any questions for Alias that you do want to ask her, please get them in there. And I'm going to ask my wonderful person if they wouldn't mind writing down any questions that I miss in chat while I'm talking. I got a smile, so everything's okay. Although now I'm being asked for money. But that's okay. So we also have a couple of pretty big announcements to make on the show tonight, which happens to just coincide with the fact that Alias is here. So I want to say two birds with one stone, but I don't want it to sound wrong, you know. So
What you mean? I brought the good luck, okay? It's all me.
We thank you. We thank you. So without further ado on that, I think let's just hand over to Adam real quick to make the official announcement of our big news. So Adam, take it away.
Yeah, guys, we've recently signed a very, very big partnership deal with Unplug Yourself. And thank you to them, by the way, for the prizes that they gave away for the stream tonight. The one Strixhaven bundle, the pre-release kits that would go to you and a friend. So that's two pre-release kits.
Blah, blah, blah.
And that is only, unfortunately, available to local followers because of COVID regulations that doesn't allow us to ship overseas.
Correct.
So everybody in chat, welcome Unplug Yourself to our little egg community.
Yeah, no, we're really, really happy. Thank you, yay, claps all around. On top of that, that brings us to the second announcement, which forms part of the partnership that we've got with Unplug Yourself. We are going to be launching, as of tonight, a very new EGG subscriber-only prize. And before everybody jumps out the window and says, subscribe, we're not going to subscribe, blah, blah. Let me tell you what it is. So every 3 months, our fantastic partners at Unplug Yourself are going to put up a prize, a grand prize, to the value of 4,000 South African rands of Magic the Gathering goodies for you as subscribers. And all it takes for you to get into that draw is a $5 subscription once a month to any one of the EGG streaming channels. If you subscribe to all of them, you get that many entries into the draw per month for the big draw. There are going to be some other great subscriber benefits, including discounts on EGG events and possibly some vouchers from the local gaming stores in your area who are going to be participating, things like that. But we haven't ironed out all those details yet, but they will be forthcoming within the next week or two. So keep it locked on to all of our channels and all of our socials to find out about what's going on there. And we will drop further details of the exact specifications for the different subscriber tiers and what you can get for your money from us here at EGG. But that's a thing that we're really proud of. I'm really happy to be able to say to you guys that every 3 months, 4 grand's worth of Magic the Gathering up for grabs for you to just do your nuts in on that cool stuff. So those are the two big announcements. Again, right now, until COVID restrictions have been lifted in terms of sending out product, these things are only available to local South Africans, simply because we can't actually ship stuff overseas at the moment. We don't want you to sit there going, hey, but I won the prize and I can't get my stuff.
Give me my stuff.
Because that would suck. Right, so that's what I wanted to say about that. So let's just get straight into this, and let's just say, Alias, we were talking off air about the fact that before you left South Africa, you never played Magic, and yet you go over there, and you become a Magic the Gathering arena celeb. What happened? How did this? Tell us a little bit about how that happened.
Yeah, I guess my entire career so far has been very much right place, right time. Because, I knew nothing about Magic other than that it existed in South Africa. I grew up with Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and, that sort of thing, Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't really ever see a Magic card in my life until I came overseas. moved to Canada, got interested in card games when I tried Gwent out, started streaming that just because I was bored pretty much. And then a couple of people that were in the Gwent community, like Merchant and Petrify, were like, hey, Magic the Gathering Arena is in beta. You should go check it out. So I expressed interest, and then Wizards of the Coast said, so you want to play our game? Cool. And invited me in, and Twitch chat taught me how to play. And then they randomly decided one day that they would invite me to commentate their very first esports event. And I said, you guys are crazy because I've never done that before in my life. And yeah, I must have done a decent job because they keep inviting me back. So yeah, that's basically, in a nutshell, what happened.
Okay, cool.
Well done on that. That's,
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's something very cool.
Anshin?
So being a lady in Magic, how do you find, being the female and being so, I don't know if using the word big is the right word, since Magic is traditionally more male orientated. And as a female, what were your struggles or victories or challenges? Not in those order, but
Yeah, I mean, I think it is still a male dominated sport, I guess we could call it that, or game. But for myself personally, I've never looked at the opposite sex as a hurdle to my own success. Like, I've always just done my own thing, put my nose to the grindstone, and if I wanted something, I would work for it. I never wanted to get something handed to me because of my race, sex, gender, any of that. Same thing, but you know what I mean. So I always work my ass off, and if anyone ever comes to me and says, oh, you were just picked because you're a female, I would go, no, I've actually put in the hours and the time and the effort and the money to be where I am. So I feel like if anyone ever does want to come at me about that, which some people have, I can just say, no, I work my ass off and you can be quiet now. Thanks. Most of the time I just ban them if they give me issues. But I will speak sense, and if they still disagree with me, then I will not attempt to speak any more sense to those people. But yeah, I think it's good that there are plenty of female content creators now, especially in Magic, and I think it's great for minority groups to see people that are similar to them doing well. So I hope it inspires more people to come and try the game out, stream it, that sort of thing.
Yeah. From my side, I can attest to what I've seen in terms of your growth. I remember, I think the first time I ever caught one of your streams was on a YouTube. I think I saw you streaming on YouTube first, a good couple of years ago. And just looking at your setup now as to what it is now, as to what it was then, I can attest to the fact that you've put in some hard yards, you've put in some work. Your setup is a way more pro right now, and I think it's a testament to what you've done and what you've achieved. So congratulations. I think it's great. What else have we got here? Adam, you wanted to ask something here.
Alias, your given name is Ailey, if I pronounce that correctly. Please tell me if I didn't, and then I will put the camera off and I will disappear.
It's all right, you tried.
I think
you got the second part right.
Where does AliasV come from? The name AliasV. Where did that come from?
So my name is Ailey, and my sister would call me Alias as a nickname when I was a kid. So when I was thinking of different names for Twitch and that sort of thing, I was like, well, you know what, that kind of fits with me. And yeah, I maybe liked the show back in the day, so why not? But Twitch being Twitch, the name Alias was taken. So my very first handle was AliasV on Twitch. Because AliasV at the time wasn't available until the Justin.tv names were released. So I could grab that and just make it cleaner. And the V is a 5. It's, one of my lucky numbers, 5 people in my family, 5 letters in my name, that sort of thing. So
that's pretty cool.
Okay, so we did warn you earlier about a couple of people in chat who might
and Mr. Wesley
comments.
Ward is in the chat.
So Wesley Ward is in chat and says, so the first card game came in Gwent, but MTG stayed.
Can I give them a badum-ch? Hang on. Wait, oh, wrong one. Oops. Wait, do you guys hear that? Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
Next button.
Where's my badumch? I can't find it. Anyway,
That's okay.
there was a badumch in there
I
somewhere.
like the wop 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 wop. I think that's pretty funny. Okay, so at this point in our show, I think the first thing we're going to do right now is we're going to say to everyone in chat, you best get your raffle fingers ready because
Ooh,
we
raffles.
are going to raffle off a Strixhaven bundle pack to local followers only. Sorry, guys, we can't, as we said earlier, ship anything overseas at the moment due to COVID regulations. So if you are not a local Sapphire, please do not enter into the raffle. So
Asseblief.
asseblief moenie in die raffle jou naam sit nie. Jeez, that was bad Afrikaans.
But
It's better than mine.
But so what we're going to do is I'm just quickly going to run over to this next screen, and while I'm doing that, Adam, I think you had a question about shoutcasting.
yeah, the question actually came through in chat. Foxglove Lass, which is actually one of our better players in South Africa. She's a lady too.
Nice.
She absolutely wrecks us. When I played against her on stream now recently on one of our little guest interview things, and she just is so badly. I think I'm still hurting from that one, but okay. She asked about people getting into shoutcasting and how she loves how you do it, and then she said totally asking for a friend.
Which but she's lying.
Okay.
Just quickly before we answer that, you got 5 minutes, people, to get your names in for the raffle. Do what you know you got to do.
Do
Oh
it.
yeah.
All right, sorry.
There you go.
Go for it, Elias. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's all good. Yeah, so with my shoutcasting experience, it was purely dumb luck. The fact that they thought, hey, let's put someone who has no experience in the booth at our biggest event. That's crazy. They know they took a big risk on me, and they keep laughing about it because they're like, yeah, that could have gone really bad for us if you sucked. Like, well, thank goodness I didn't then, I guess.
Well, it's only the mythics. I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah. So for me, like, I don't know if it would ever happen like that for anyone else now, because they were just kind of taking a chance and seeing what happened, right? They were just going YOLO, get into the deep end there. But the way I've seen other people do it is get involved in community events, especially like do as many as you can. You're going to be working for free in a lot of cases, but you know, run a community tournament, commentate on the games, and make sure you share the crap out of them. I know I'm not allowed to swear, but is crap okay? I hope
Crap's
it's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, crap's
I'm okay
fine.
with
Good.
crap.
Okay, cool.
I have to put up with
I'm
Adam
sorry.
every
I like
day.
swearing. It's bad. So yeah, just keep doing that. If you have any excellent calls or games, that sort of thing, make sure you keep clips of them. Make yourself a reel, stick it on YouTube, and yeah, just network as much as you can. Reach out to other people in the Magic community if you know that they run events too. So you know, some of the bigger names. Reach out to them, be like, hey, I'm a commentator, check out my stuff. You know, just put yourself out there, and then eventually the more you do, the more you'll be seen. So yeah, that would be my suggestion.
You guys are ripping on me in chat right now. They say I speak way worse, and it's true. It is true with regards to the swearing.
Yes, in general conversation, things can.
Oh, you
go-
should see me play Dark Souls yesterday. Woo, boy.
Yeah, sometimes it just kind of slips out, right? I mean, you're like in the heat of the moment, and you know your opponent plays that
it's a
Elrond's
freaking
Epiphany, and you're just like,
avalanche.
what the?
There's no slipping. It's like, what the? Yeah.
I love it. You're
Don't
gonna
like
be
that.
bored.
And then obviously the play-by-play commentating at the Mythic Championships, that must have been huge for you. I
Yeah.
know that, that must have been a hell of a big thing. And then also, how does it feel to be acknowledged by Wizards and being included in their broadcasting lineup? We, as South Africans, are very proud of you for getting to that level.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean the invitational at PAX was crazy. Like, I would honestly love for live events to go back to that, because having a live audience there while stuff's happening, it's just so great. It's just so awesome to feed off the energy and stuff. Obviously, we're not going to have live events for a while COVID is still a thing. But yeah, that was probably one of my favorite events, even though I know I was still pretty bad at the time. I've gotten a lot better since then. I would probably go back and cringe at half of my comments, but that's what happens, you know. You get better over time.
Sure.
One of them things.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. And yeah, it's awesome. Like I'm really glad that I've put in the level of work and time and effort and stuff, and I'm glad that it's paid off. So yeah, please keep hiring me, wizards.
Smiley face, smiley face.
And if you need more
yes.
South Africans, wizards, we right here. Crispy, do you want to take over? There's a few questions in chats that
Yeah,
require
there are quite a few that have come through.
Do Wesley's one first.
No, I'm not going to do Wesley's one because I don't think it's a serious question. Although he is saying you're originally from Cape Town, so do you pronounce your name AliasV?
Alias. Yeah, but I'm from Joburg, actually. I'm a Jersey girl.
Yeah,
Good girl. Good girl. Okay, so here's a question, Alias.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that reminders recommend. So, Alias, what do you recommend for someone who only played Paper Magic in very old rotations? What would you recommend for them to get started now in MTG Arena? I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. We've actually had quite a few people come into the channel lately asking about Arena because they played, many moons ago. Everything's new and different and scary. And the first thing I'd say would be just download the game, work through the tutorial, and then play with the decks that Arena gives you as you unlock stuff. Just to get a hang of the software and everything. If you can chuck some money into it, the welcome bundle's really good. Some good value in there for new players. And if you are going to buy packs, make sure you buy the packs that are going to stay in standard the longest. If you're a returning player, you should know about rotation, at least to a degree.
Sure.
What the sets are that aren't going to rotate the soonest. Get some of those, do some draft, rare draft if you want to. And yeah, just keep building your collection like that. Do your daily challenges and stuff. And just keep playing the game. The more you play, the more you'll earn. If you are a free-to-play player, it will take a little longer, but yeah, it's pretty rewarding. And play with your friends, because you can do that on Arena, which is fun.
Yeah. I was told to make sure you know that the question came from MD Yankee Jr.
Sup, MD Yankee Jr.? That's one of my friends.
Okay, cool. I think there was another question that came up a little earlier that I missed. Let's just see this. Okay. Yeah, Tempuros says, what prep goes into like the Kaldam Championship that we've had this weekend, I suppose Mythic Invitational as well.
Yeah.
From your side, as a shoutcaster or play-by-play commentator, and from the production side, sort of production-wise, what kind of things go into making that happen?
Oh, there are so many people involved in that. So what usually happens, for the commentators at least, 2 days before the event, we'll all jump into a pre-production meeting. That's usually about 6 hours over 2 days before the event starts. We will discuss the meta. We'll talk about which matchups are favored against which decks. We'll talk about the players, make sure that we're familiar with the format of the tournament, how that all works. If there's any big things on the line, like this past weekend, a bunch of players were relegated to the lower leagues or kicked out entirely, which sucks, but that's competitive Magic for you. And yeah, we just make sure that all of our equipment's working. So we get green screens and backdrops set up. They use broadcasting software that we all have to link into and make sure we can hear each other. We run through a few rehearsals to make sure that everything's smooth as butter and hope that nothing goes horribly wrong on the day. Most of the time, something goes wrong at least once, which is normal. We get used to that. And then, yeah, it's just basically making sure we all look good, sound good, know the meta, and that we are comfortable with our booth partners. So like a couple of rehearsals beforehand, shoutcasting a couple of games. If it's a brand new pairing, that usually happens. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. That's just from our side, but the production side of thing, there's so many people involved.
So it's not just like
I
pitch
can't
up
even count them.
It's not just like pitch up and start talking.
No, hell no. Hell no. We would look like idiots.
Oh, Adam, that's what we've been doing wrong.
You see, that's why we have this nice little sheet of ours in front of us right now.
Yeah, cheat sheets are always good. Now we have those too. They send us a nice little. Where are these things? Where are they? We get this care package every time. I can't find it now.
How many drawers do you have?
I have many drawers. That's why I can never find anything. But yeah, they'll send us like little postcard thingies. Ah, there they are. See, we get like a stack of these they send
wow.
us. It's like, wee, so we can write stuff on. And they send us tissues for some reason. They think we're going to cry.
Crispin, I want tissues.
Do you want
Sweeties
tissues?
and
Okay, we'll have to do some
Sweeties.
egg tissues. That's all
And
good.
sweeties.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of other questions coming in, but I think more importantly, the raffle has closed. So
Who's
now
gonna win?
we need to do that thing. Alias, do you have like a drum roll on your soundboard there?
I could probably make one. Hang on. Wait. Wait, let's see if this works. Okay, bear with me.
No worries.
I don't know what I'm doing, but let's find out. Stop. Oh, balls. We're just going to have to wait for that. There you go.
Okay.
That was my drum roll. That was terrible.
Okay.
Is it
Well,
Wookiee?
it was kind of a Wookiee thing, but that's cool. We can do a Wookiee roll for the winner. And we're
There
picking
you
the
go.
winner. And the Wookiee roll starts. And the winner is...
Hey.
Conscript 59478.
Well done, Roberts.
It was
Nice.
and Wesley
Good
says it
Robin.
was a Wookiee mistake.
Oh my
It
god.
was a Wookiee mistake.
Is that like a
Congratulations,
Warsaw
Conscript.
with drums in the middle instead of the balls?
Congratulations, you just got yourself a Strixhaven bundle.
Nice.
Adam, do you know who this person is? Do you know this person?
It is Robert Wilde from Top Deck.
Is that Robert Wilde? Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Robert Wilde just won himself. Hey, that's not fair. All right, Rob, we'll be in touch. We'll get that to you as soon as we can, man. Congratulations. Good going. Just quickly jump back on that about the shoutcasting gig. You mentioned that the Mythic thing was pretty cool, but Anshin, you wanted to ask a question here.
Yeah. What to you is your most memorable like magic moment? Like the most memorable one that you can ever
In terms of casting?
remember? No, just in general, like regards to magic. Anything that sticks out to you.
Okay, Worlds was pretty damn cool. I don't know if you've ever been to Hawaii, but 100% recommend. Gosh, that place is beautiful. Gosh, there's so many.
So many, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna be Worlds, right? Being able to sit in the crowd
Yeah.
and watch Paolo win his trophy and stuff, and that was pretty freaking special. I think, you know, also just considering like I'm relatively new and being able to commentate a world championship, yeah, that was pretty damn cool. And you know, Hawaii being the location was a cherry on top too.
Always nice. Always.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
So I think there are some more questions coming through. I'm just waiting for confirmation of that because we have some more. It starts
I've
on
got
this
a
page and
question.
goes over. There's more questions. I've got like pages of things.
Yeah, hit me with it.
I've
Okay.
got one.
Okay, so
With regards
Skinnylicious.
to the future of EGG events as we expand this little empire globally, how keen would you be to join our Eggies, as we are referred to, and see if you can make top 8?
Make top 8? Is that a challenge?
Sounded
Are you
like
laying forth a
challenge so
challenge
much.
to me?
But we would really like for you to join in on these events and actually have a go. And it's gonna create a better community for us. Obviously, playing with somebody like yourself, and then obviously our Cora and Anshin. That would be kind of great if you would want to join in on any of the future ones.
Yeah, sure. Hit me up about it afterwards. We can see when they are, and if I can play, that'd be super dope.
Kamikaze Badger
Badger,
says
no,
if it's-
Alias has played against me already, and we're not going to do that again.
Yeah, no, we're getting a lot of Adam bashing here. Badger says if it's you versus Adam Alias, it's basically a given.
Yeah, I'm going to stop
Felixia
swaying as
says
well. I'm
Adam
looking-
is gonna get
Sissy.
smashed. Sissy Snufkin says,
I'm
Adam, stop
too.
swaying.
It's totally nice.
She's getting seasick.
I'll join with you. I'll just
Let's sway.
get
Let's
everyone
sway.
seasick.
Everybody
Yeah.
sway makes seasick. Okay, so
Everybody
Skinnylicious
sway.
says, Alias, what is your... Okay, this is a fairly large question. What
Okay.
is your favorite card?
My favorite card?
Like it's very open ended, so it's not like at the moment or throughout Magic history or, what is your favorite card?
I'm gonna say it, and half the chat's probably gonna be like, yeah, and half the chat's gonna be like, boo.
Barncliff.
Cauldron Familiar.
Woohoo!
Because I revealed it
Boo.
and it got banned. It's my favorite card.
You made Wesley very happy.
Cat in the oven.
Because
Love
I know
it.
that's his favorite.
Cat in the oven. And Parallelo
Cauldron.
goes, yeah! All the Jun players. Woo!
All the John players.
John Unite, yeah.
There we go. Even Foxglove Lass, Kitty Cat. Slucky 96. Boo. Okay.
And there we go with the fuddy cut. There we go. So,
And Wesley says, you are so right. There we
Good,
go.
it's a good card.
Okay, we got a question from Fat Man, who says, what was the first deck you ever played?
The first deck I played in Arena was a Pirates deck. I think it was the Precon at the time. It had like Captain Lannery Storm in there. It had Frank the Fanatical Firebrand. And playing that deck first is probably the reason why I play things in my first main phase, because I'm so used to things having haste from that list. So yeah, I make a big mistake very often and do things in my first main phase before combat. Thanks, Pirates. In paper, the first deck I constructed, I think, was a white weenie deck with Benelish Marshall and History of Benalia and Heroic Reinforcements. I think it was,
History of
it was a
Benalia.
Boros deck. Yeah, that deck. Oh,
Great
I loved
card.
it so much.
Great
It
card.
was so good. Yeah.
Okay, so now we got, so Mint 2B Gaming, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Says, how much MTGA do you play on a daily basis? So, I suppose, and then he goes on to say, how much do you play to stay competitive? Not necessarily to stream, but to keep your game up, I guess.
Yeah. So most of my Magic playing is on stream. I'll pretty rarely play off stream. Sometimes I'll play on my phone if I'm craving a draft or something in bed, but that's about it. So I'd say 8 hours on average a day, just because that's usually the length of my stream.
So it's like a regular work day.
Yeah, pretty much. This is my job. So.
Well, yes, that was going to say. I mean, that it's kind of is your job.
Yeah.
Another question, guys. If we're not getting the right on, I mean, if we're asking the questions wrong, just let us know. If there are any more questions, please let us know as well. I do see that Wesley says that we should listen to you because you know what's up. I think this is in reference to the cat.
yes, he's talking about Kitty Cat and Oven.
Okay,
Combo
so
notes.
another question,
Hashtag-
Sissy Snufkin. What do you think about Magic Legends?
I tried it. I don't like it that much because it's not really my kind of game. I think they have potential there, but for myself personally, I'm not really a big fan of that kind of game. So
Yeah,
that
it feels
style.
like Diablo with Magic tacked on.
yeah, kind of. Yeah,
If you like
and
that
it was a
kind of thing.
little. If it was a bit easier to play with other people, I think I'd be a bit more keen on it. But in certain instances, you're in the same party or group with another person, but you can't see them. It's like where'd they go? So,
They have Shroud.
yeah, cannot be targeted by target companion.
Okay, so Temporos, your question we're going to leave for a little bit later. I do see it. We'll keep it for a little bit later. MD Yankee Jr. is back with a question that says, if you could have any card brought into MTG Arena, whether it's from paper or Arena, what would it be?
Swords to plowshares.
Ooh.
White needs better removal.
Well, White just got the mass card draw in the Strixhaven cards, so that should be kind of
The
interesting.
one that lets everyone draw too? No.
Yeah, everybody
Which one?
gets 3 cards or something. It's just insane. But okay, Holoon Minotaur says, Alias, what has been your favorite set?
Please don't sell Train.
No, I hate Eldraine.
Everybody
I hate-
loves
I
Eldraine.
hate-
What are you
okay.
talking about?
My least favorite set, Throne of Eldraine. That set can go itself. Very much. Yeah, no, I hate that set. My favorite set, that I've played since I've started Magic is probably Theros Beyond Death. I really like that set. I enjoyed that a bunch. I enjoyed Dominaria and I enjoyed Kaldheim. And the thing that they all have in common are sagas. So, yeah.
Dominaria was good fun. I enjoyed Dominaria.
Anything with sagas in, I love those sets. It's great.
Did find that drafting Dominaria was probably the best fun I've had in a draft.
Yeah. And I think there was like a high learning curve with that too.
Yeah.
Trying to figure it out. Because I sucked at that set until someone was like, hey, no, like do a bunch of stuff. Oh, not just okay. And then you figure it out and you're like, wow, it's really rewarding when you figure it out. So I love drafting that set too.
So I've only recently started drafting properly. And the only reason I did it is because of Wesley's brother Jason, who they both swear by drafting. And I've always just sort of played MTGA and earned coin and bought packs. And these two guys, Jason finally shouted at me and said, no more buying packs with gold. You have to draft for your packs. And so I said, well, show me. And he did.
Good man.
And now I'm addicted.
Good. Have you been playing Cube?
No.
Gosh, it's so fun.
One step at a time.
You got to play Cube.
Baby steps.
Play Cube.
Baby.
Before it goes away.
Okay.
Do one.
I'll try.
Okay?
Don't
Good.
shout at me anymore.
God shouted at.
Okay, so Tempura says Theros' video was phenomenal with Ramin Djawadi's music. Okay, so Ramin Djawadi, for those of you who don't know, did the soundtrack for Game of Thrones. He did the soundtrack for the big Greek movies, Wrath of the Titans and stuff like that. He also, for those of you who don't know, did the soundtrack for the reboot of EA Sports' Medal of Honor, which, by the way, is one of the greatest game soundtracks in the history of game soundtracks.
Agreed.
Agreed. And just on that subject, Adam and I actually had an interesting conversation earlier today about the preview videos that Wizards have been putting out. And it is my opinion, and I have this opinion from the point of view that I'm in production. It's what I do. I make videos. I do animation. I do design. And when the War of the Spark trailer came out, I was completely blown away. The entire concept of that video blew my mind. The fact that everything was in reverse, that they used that amazing cover of the Linkin Park track, that they told the whole story of what you knew was going to happen in the set, story-wise, in that video, just absolutely, I thought it was just off the charts. One of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
In my opinion, the videos since then have not been quite as good.
I was gonna say they were a car, but I won't say that. Yeah, I agree with you. The War of the Spark one, it was just phenomenal on so many levels. The animation was on point. The soundtrack, like you said, there was an emotional investment. I think even without knowing what the heck the story was about, Becca Scott stood next to me at PAX East and bawled her eyes out at the end of that.
I had so many people crying.
That's how good it was. Okay, that you didn't even have to know anything about it to go, oh, good guy, bad guy. Wait, she kind of bad guy. Oh, she doing something now. She gonna die. You know, you figured it out, right? And I just got chills thinking about it because it was that good. From there on, they kind of got me. The Throne of Eldraine one was cute, you know, little gingerbread broody, whatnot.
Yeah.
And then from there, I don't know what happened. I think they either changed who's in charge of them or the animation studio, because like I just remember looking at the Ikoria one. No, not Ikoria. The one with Nahiri. Zendikar one. And their mouths. Oh, I'm just like, who animated that? It looks poop.
Anyway, let's not go there because it's a rabbit hole that we could.
We could dig deeper into that one. But yeah, I do think that one was the best. That's kind of just.
Sorry, Wesley says they peaked. Now we just have terror of the peaked. Not Blastios says the video was better than the book for War of the Spark. I think a lot of people would agree with that.
That book was trash, dude. Ooh.
Oh,
we don't talk about that one. That should just be like errated.
Okay. Sorry, more questions coming in, and then I think let's do this. We'll come back to that one. That's a sort of closeout thing that we're going to do. Temporis, we haven't forgotten your question. That's what I was just mentioning. But before we do that, don't we have another? We got another raffle. Don't we have another raffle?
We do have a raffle from our
awesome
sponsors and partners over at Unplug Yourself.
That's right. Unplug Yourself have graciously not only given us the Strixhaven bundle that Rob won earlier. You can't raffle yet, Clover. We haven't opened the raffle, but now you know
You
the enthusiasm
you
is
gotta
great.
shill. You gotta shill properly, guys. You gotta shill properly.
Visit www.unplugyourself.co.za for all your gaming news and other cool stuff.
There you
There
go.
you go. There's a plug from AliasV for our amazing sponsors and partners. Unplug yourself. So, in the meantime, I'm quickly going to go set up this here raffle, and I'm gonna reset this one because we reset things, and then we do this. And so, what this is you're getting a pre-release kit and one for a friend. So technically, 2 pre-release kits as a giveaway. And we'll give it 5 minutes again for everybody to get in. Rob, I'm going to say that you can't enter because you won on the last
Robert, you can't enter. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, conscript. No, you can't win it all. Also, overseas people, sorry, this can only go local. We're not allowed to ship anything overseas at the moment, which is horrible, but unfortunately that's just the way things are right now. So unless you are someone overseas who has a connection locally who you want to give it to, that's fine. But you know, you'd be a weird Magic player if you wanted to give away a pre-release gift. But we're gonna open this. Local peoples, you know what to do. Okie dokie. So okay, questions. Here we go.
word.
Questions. Not Blastoise. Am I saying that right? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. But let's just say
Blastoise.
Blastoise.
It's a Pokemon.
It's so this is why I know
Why
nothing.
don't you know this?
Who do you think
You
I am?
know Pokemon.
My dad.
I don't do Pokemon. What does that have to do with being a dad?
You have failed your kids.
You have failed magic. You're fired.
Take him on, Anshin. Take him on.
What Strixhaven College would you join, Alias? gonna say with the blue.
Apparently, according to their little thingamajiggy, I'm Prismari, which I disagree with. But I am a bit of a goody two shoes know-it-all, so that makes sense. But in terms of what I like doing in Magic, I'm Witherbloom, 100%.
Okay, I got put in Silverquill, which okay. But my pre-release kit is Witherbloom.
Nice. Yeah, Witherbloom looks rad.
Angie,
like
did
it.
you do the quiz?
Yeah, I'm the Izzet one. I don't know the name.
That's
Prismari?
no wait. I'm Quandrix.
Prismari. Is it
Prismari.
No wait, I'm
Prismari?
Quandrix. I'm blue green. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Izzet one is Prismari. Yeah.
I'm the
I'm Quandrix,
Quandrix.
too, and I'm excited for Quandrix.
You're Quandrix? Well,
because
that's because you're a blue player. So that's
yes.
fine. Icarus, which set did you start playing Magic in?
I went to my very first pre-release was M19, so that was a good one to join, and everyone said.
19 was alright.
I think that I can't remember if I played any like tabletop stuff before that though. But I remember opening a bunch of Ixalan and Dominaria stuff, so it was around those sets. Yeah.
Those were cool sets. The only downside to those sets were merfolk.
Hey!
Still not as bad as Merfolk Secret Keeper.
This is true. Mull die.
Stupid card.
Code Monkey. Okay, here we go. This is a question more up my interest. From Code Monkey 7, Alias, who is your favorite commander of all time?
Don't make me pick. They're all my babies. All right, let's see what I got here. Of all time, it has to be a deck that I have played. So let me see what I got here. I've got a Jarina Kudrow deck, which is pretty cool. I do like Edgar Markov because he's pretty dumb and stupid.
Yes, vampires are cool. I think I
really
have
like
set my
vampires.
Blastoise.
I don't know. I can't really answer that because I'm still discovering new commanders. Like I've got this pretty sweet little Svella deck. Woo! That one of my subs sent me, and a custom deck
Ooh,
box.
that's a cool deck box. Wow.
Pretty neat, huh?
Yeah.
I want to see.
It's nice.
Okay.
Got my logo and everything. It's backwards, but yeah, it's so nice.
That's very cool.
I don't know. Like, I can't pick a favorite. I still have too many to play, but for the time being, Svella's my favorite because I like doing big dumb things. Apparently.
Big dumb things.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we got two questions that came through very similar. But I'll ask them both. So Visions to Insanity says, do you have a favorite Magic artist? And Kamikaze Badger says, who is your favorite MTG? What is your favorite MTG artwork or artist?
John Avon.
Shush,
Yeah, he
man.
makes good lands. I like that. I have quite a few actually. I've been getting more into the art side of things because I love it. Magali Villeneuve, everything she does is just gold. I love it.
Okay.
I love Seb McKinnon stuff. As
Seb
you can see,
McKinnon.
it's Seb's as soon as it's there.
Deliver
In terms of
unto
lands,
evil.
John Avon does really sweet lands, but I've discovered Sam Burley's lands recently, and those are just phenomenal. He uses light in such a great way with all the lands. If you want to go check him out, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Who else? Paul Scott Canavan, I like his stuff too. But I think Magali's probably my favorite overall.
Do you have a favorite artwork? Is there a favorite piece of yours?
I actually went and supported Seb McKinnon's Kickstarter for one of the new cards he did for this upcoming set, which is quite cool. I can't remember what it's called now, though. Let me find out what it is, and I'll share it with you.
Cool.
I
Okay, so we've got lots of people in chat coming back with Rebecca Quay. How do you pronounce that?
think it's Gay.
G-U-A-Y? Gay? Rebecca Gay?
Yeah, just Rebecca Gay.
Leopardstone says, love
This
the
one.
aristocrats.
Harness Infinity. I don't know if I'm going to get booped here by your bot or anything, but there you go. Oh, wait, wrong one. Whoops. I have two channels open.
There you go.
There you
There's the
go.
link. Check that out if you want to. Okay, entries have stopped for the raffle. We'll get back to that in a moment. Icarus says, what's your... Okay, I'm going to go with mechanic instead of mechanism. What's your favorite mechanic?
Mechanism.
He's a pilot. It's not his fault, okay?
My favorite mechanism, a working one. My favorite mechanic. I mean, I really like haste because I like killing things. It's always fun. Yeah, probably haste. I like fast things. I kill things.
Panic mechanic. Meant to be gaming.
Banding? No.
Meant to be gaming says, have you ever jumped into the world of... do we even ask this question? I don't want to ask this question. I don't like this
No.
question.
We'll just pass that
We
one.
ban this
Yeah,
question.
skip it.
No. How, somebody earlier said, how dare I? Well, how dare you?
How dare you?
I mean,
How dare
really.
you? Anshin's got a very cool question too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. With Strixhaven coming up, what are your thoughts? Like, what do you think the meta is going to look like? Do you think we'll still see a lot of mull happening or ultimatums? Because I think most of them are rotating out. Or am I wrong?
Rotation's in September, so...
So, what do you think the meta is going to look like?
I think there's a few cards that'll find their ways into already established archetypes. I don't think there's going to be anything that changes it too much, though. We could see Jund Food being pretty good, maybe, if like Corvold and Pests become a thing.
Pests. Those pests or something. And Inklings.
Pests. Yeah, Inklings too. The themes in Strixhaven are pretty unique. You know, like there's not very many spirits, for example, in standard. There's obviously a bunch of counters and stuff. I'm just trying to think like what each of the houses or what each of the colleges are trying to do. But like I don't think too many of the cards are gonna drastically shift meta. But you know, we'll see. Sultai Ultimatum's still stupidly powerful. Rogues are still annoying as heck.
Yeah.
There might be some good mono white decks with a new Paolo card. So yeah, we'll have to see. You know, Draneth Magistrate into Paolo. It's just like, cool, I'm going to steal your biggest thing and you can't cast it. It's fun. Yeah.
That could be fun. Couple of questions coming in. So, okay, on that. Okay, it's just, there's that, the school theme in Strixhaven seems to be quite strong. There are a couple of new mechanics that play off of that quite, one of them being demonstrate. What do you think of that mechanic, just as a thing of being able to say, okay, if I'm going to demonstrate, then I play the card, I can make a copy of it, but if I do make a copy of it, then an opponent gets to make a copy of it as well.
Demonstrate?
Yeah,
Did I miss something?
yeah, it's in the commander decks.
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't looked at those yet. But that sounds cool.
Yeah, so it's a lot of sort of school group hugging going on. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for commander stuff, that's always fun. You know, there's always the one person at the table who's just like, I'll give you a card if you hit them and not me. No. So for the politics players, go for it.
We know all about that.
Seems pretty good.
We know all about the don't hit me. Except we're
Yeah.
very bad at politics. We don't phrase things correctly. We say don't do this, but we don't say and I'll do the following for you.
You just say they don't do this.
Pretty much.
Veiled threat.
There were a couple of questions that came through. Meant to be gaming says, what mechanic do you miss?
Oof. No, wait. Let me bring up a list of mechanics quickly, because MTG mechanics.
Yeah, no, there's only one or two of them.
While you're
the ones
busy
that have
with
gone
that,
out recently. Yeah.
Anshin apparently stays in Witherbloom.
With a bloom.
Nice.
And apparently, SpawnX 1408 says, speaking about food, AliasV told me earlier that her favorite South African snack is biltong.
Yeah. Num 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 num.
So
There you
true.
go.
No, not now.
I do love biltong. You don't get it here. At least not cheaply. I think. See, the thing is, like, I haven't really played a lot of mechanics that were standard legal when I started playing, you know, so there hasn't been a lot of stuff that's gone out. But in terms of stuff that I've played, like in Commander,
Yep.
a couple of them are pretty fun, which I'd like to see more of, like Madness. That would be cool to do. That'd be cool to play.
Bring back
What was the
Madness
other one?
in
I just
standard.
don't know.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, Bloodthirst is pretty sweet in my vampire deck. I like that. Yeah. Cascade, even. I know they kind of have that now, but more of that would be sweet. So, yeah. And it looks like we're going to be able to play some Storm decks in Historic now, too, which is kind of cool.
Foxglove Lass says, Anya Falconrath sends her regards. There was a question from Reaction 172 for Alias. What card or cards are you looking forward to playing in Standard and Historic?
I'm gonna think of the
Lord
cards. A lot of the Witherbloom stuff interests me a lot. There's the what's her name? There's the 3/2 with Ward, 3 life that makes pests with instants and sorceries with Magecraft. I think that's gonna be quite fun. Like I love playing sacrifice decks, so this Witherbloom stuff is like right up my alley in terms of things I want to munch on and ping you with. I'm not super crazy about the other houses in terms of what they're doing. Spirits could be fun though. There's a couple of the lore hold cards that seem busted. There's that 4/5 Hoffrey. It's kind of like a Nightmare Shepherd, but for Boros or lore hold. Sorry,
Sure.
that card looks pretty sweet. I want to play around that. And that's the 3/3 Trampler with haste. Maybe it is.
Haste.
That
Your thing.
brings I think it's with haste, I'm not sure, but it brings back something from the graveyard for 3 CMC or less. So you know, just using that with Seed of Life's bounty, so like sacrificing it, giving it protection to sneak through, do the damage, brings it back. It's like insta Lurus. It's wonderful.
I hope
So,
you all are taking notes. Yeah.
yeah, I
You're
always
getting
try
that
and make
gameplay
an
advice
aggressive
here.
deck. Yeah, I always try to make aggressive decks when the new set comes out. I think that's kind of how everyone works. It's just like, oh, how can we kill you the quickest, right? And then it kind of shifts to being more control-y, and then it's like more mid-rangey, and then it balances out.
Okay, Warsinger. Apparently Warsinger has
Yeah.
trample but not haste.
Oh, fine. Crush my dreams.
What else have we got here? We got some more questions coming in. We kind of getting Super J. Oh no, not asking that. What was there was a legit question here that I saw. Give me 1 second. Code Monkey 7 says, "What do you think of Universes Beyond?"
Universes Beyond?
Ah, you see. Code Monkey, what is that?
I think he made that up.
Yeah, I think he did. I think it was one of those catchy art.
He made that up.
I have no idea what that is.
Just okay. So speaking of different, like, so I suppose Universes Beyond. I guess there was a rumor about a Lord of the Rings set.
Yep.
Is
They're
that
going to be
that for real?
teaming up. Yeah. It's going to be a secret lair probably though.
Oh,
I don't know when, but
Okay. oh,
they
that's
are
what.
doing
Okay,
that.
so that's what he's talking about. Yes, exactly. Okay, so, whew, I'm okay with it being a secret lair. That's fine. I just don't think I can.
Oh, is that what it's called? Right. Yeah, and
Okay.
Warhammer. Okay, I do know what that is. I just didn't know they had a name
And
for it.
Warhammer. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Because yeah, I don't know if I could have Legolas running around in my MTG.
We have enough elves in Historic
Yeah,
at the
no,
moment.
for
Thank you
sure.
very much.
I've got one question that I need to ask because Wesley is killing me right now. Can we please just get him out of chat? I can't sit and laugh.
What have I ever shopped at Leggett? Yes,
Legit.
legit. I have shopped at Leggett.
There you go. And it's a legit question because it's legit.
Wither Bloemfontein.
Little Bloemfontein. Yeah, that's quite something. Although to
Nice.
be honest, Nick, Wes beat you to that like a while back in chat. But it's all
Yeah,
good.
Wes beat you to that
Yeah.
one.
It's all good. So also later on this year, we're getting a couple of other really interesting sets. There's a D&D crossover. You as a D&D player, are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty sweet. I hope we see some party stuff come back. Otherwise, it feels like a bit of a wasted mechanic from Ikoria or whatever it was in Zendikar.
Zendikar
Wherever
was
the party guys were, yeah. Some more party people would be fun.
Party
And I've made a prediction that they're gonna have a card called Dungeon Master, and it's gonna be Gary Gygax. Is that how you say his name? The inventor of D&D.
Sure.
They're gonna have just Gygax Dungeon Master as a
pretty cool.
card. Quote me on it.
That'd be a cool card. You'd
Pretty
probably be
sure.
able to like end the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, last couple of questions coming in real quick. Okay, Sleazy wants to know if you get proper maple syrup in Canada. I would imagine the answer is
Yes. Yes.
Felixia2 wants to know, have you ever played Modern?
I've played a modern deck. I don't know if it can qualify as playing modern though, because I had no idea what I was doing, but I managed to win somehow. But yeah, that was just once. Someone was like, "Hey, want to play?" I was like, "Sure." I have no idea what I'm doing, but cool.
And then we've got. Do you play ice hockey?
No,
Okay.
I have no coordination.
Okay, fair enough. Holu Monitor says, love D&D, so super stoked for it.
Yeah.
What do you think, says Icarus, what do you think of the new Luca?
I like it. I think it's pretty powerful. The little fox on the other side is also quite strong. So, you know, him being able to be protected by his foxy friend seems pretty good. I think he's quite strong.
What did the fox say?
I don't
No,
know.
Kristen.
Ring, ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
Foxes represent. Does he live on the second floor? No. Okay.
We have an announcement to make for our pre-release winner. Kristen.
Do we?
Yes, because that stopped like 17 years ago.
Did it? Do we have to like give away some stuff again? I don't want to give
We've been
away the
chatting so
stuff.
much, these people are just like,
I know-
please give us something.
I know Unplug Yourself have given us stuff to give away. Adam, I don't want to give it away. I want to keep it. It's my pre-release kit. No? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the drum roll again. Should we?
Do the alias drum
Please
roll.
No, I'll just do that. There you go. There's a Wookiee
Right, here
for
we go.
you.
We're just going to pick a winner. We were going to ask you to announce it, but I'm not sure you can't see it from where you are until it's in
No.
chat. So here we go. The winner for the pre-release kit and one for a friend is Atlas7.
Congrats. That is Mark.
Congratulations.
Yeah, whoever won the raffles tonight, just DM me on WhatsApp and then we will change everything for you guys.
There we go. Wookiee roll.
Wookiee roll.
Okay, cool. Congratulations, Atlas7. Well done, man. So, as Adam said, just hit us up in the DMs so that we can get you the details of that. Unplug Yourself will hook you up with your closest LGS where you can go and collect your pre-release kits as soon as they're available.
That's okay.
But other than that, oh my goodness, children. Wow. But I think that pretty much wraps it up for the questions we had lined up for you in our document, in our scripty script. So other than that, I'm just having a look to see if there's anything else out there. Anybody else got any final questions for our guest?
Yeah, we can do
there
quick
was a
fire
question-
questions. I'll just answer them as I see them if you like.
Sure. I think there was one about Paper Magic making a comeback. Oh, here we go. Minus 002 says, is Paper going to make a comeback, or are we committed to Arena?
No, it'll come back. It's just a case of, making sure that it's safe to do so. Wizards won't hold events while there's still the threat of the pandemic and COVID and whatnot. So
Sure.
just gotta sit tight, enjoy your online magic, use Spell Table if you still want to play Paper with your friends. You just need a camera and then you're good.
Spell
Paper
table.
will never die, my friends. Never, ever, ever.
Excellent. Okay.
Any
we got-
interesting behind-the-scenes stories that surprised you? I'm reading questions. I'm sorry, I just kind of took over
No,
there.
go for it.
Go for it. Go for it.
Interesting behind-the-scenes stories? None that I can think of offhand that haven't been like, don't say anything about this kind of events. So no, I have no idea.
This happened, but don't tell anybody.
This happened. Don't tell me. Yeah. How do you find the Canadian paper scene? Oh, pretty big actually. There's a couple LGSs around Toronto that we visited and gone to, and they're pretty well supported, which is great to see. That was our weekends until pandemic happened, so
Sure.
missed that a lot.
And then, of course, there's which city are you all from, and do you currently attend MTG? So I'm
Wow.
guessing that's where you're from, and do you play in that city? I guess.
Jeez. Okay.
That's it. Okay, Parallelo says, will WotC use MTGO for a big event over Arena?
No, I don't think so.
don't
Their
think
whole
so.
thing for their esports was, Arena, look, it's pretty, it's great, come play. They're trying to get more people into play, so I don't think they'll use MTGO for esports events at least.
Sure.
I'm dying again.
Wesley
He's
Ward.
Toronto Canadian for talent.
No.
Oh, goodness.
Okie dokie. I think that's pretty much all the time they do the MOCS on MTGO. Parallelo says reaction 172.
Mocks it.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much all the time we've got for this evening.
Cool.
But I just want to say, AliasV, thank you so very much for joining us here on the EGGPod. We really do appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to chat to our crazy peoples.
Yeah. It's a plezier. There you go. That's the extent of my Afrikaans.
There we go. Julle het dit hier eerste gehoor.
Ja,
Lekker.
dat is lekker.
So also, thanks
How do you
so
say
much for
goodbye in
chatting. Everybody,
Canadian?
you can see all the things in chat. People saying thank you, all that kind of stuff. Ansh and Adam, thank you guys, and
Always
also
a pleasure, man.
of
Yeah,
course,
thanks for having
thanks
me.
so much to our awesome partners, Unplug Yourself, for the amazing prizes we gave away today. Don't forget that we have some really, really cool stuffs to announce in the next couple of days. My stream goes out tomorrow night, and there'll be some more info there about what's going on. We've got our Commander stream on Wednesdays, so don't forget that, where we've got some really big news for you guys in terms of what's happening there over the next couple of weeks. And then catch Anshin when she does her thing. Watch for her announcements in chat and on the socials. And the same goes for Cora, Foxglove Lass. She was streaming on Saturday again. She's always great to watch. And you can always learn something from the both of them, because both of them are better than I am. So.
And our youngest player, Mr. Rashad Naidu, who isn't in chat tonight. He's surprised that he's here. actually.
He was apparently having a piano lesson.
Oh, he was having a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes him smart. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
you know, these kids nowadays, they can't prioritize.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, Alias, thank you from my side, from EGG, for joining us this evening. It was a hell of a pleasure to have you on here. Hope we didn't embarrass you that badly.
Oh, please. I can't be embarrassed. It's a superpower of mine.
When is
And
Rashawn
then
going to be streaming?
obviously our Unplug Yourself partners, big announcements coming within the next couple of weeks, guys. We are working fingers to the bones to make this community reach a level that we can all be proud of. And hopefully when we start announcing these things, that you guys will be as excited as what we are.
So there's a question from Reaction. When is Rashawn going to be streaming? We will let you know. The schedule will be going up as soon as we've managed to finalize it. It's just a bit difficult
Yeah,
with sort of
we
the,
need to work
the
around
differences
full
between people's
schedule.
daily commitments. But that's all good. So yeah, on that note, Adam, Anshin, AliasV, chat, thank you one and all for joining us, for having a good time. Stay safe, stay healthy, obey the rules. They're there to keep everybody safe. So until next time, we want to say peace and love. Alias, if you wouldn't mind staying on for a little bit so Adam can convince you to come and join us in some tournaments, that would be amazing.
Sure.
But for everybody else, thank you so much and have a fantastic night. We hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. We'll catch you again real soon. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Bye.